welcome to a new vlog and video of the cruise vibes, and today we're gonna take a look at the first day on board of the Swiss Pearl. We are going from Hanau to Boppard, and here on the map you can see our route. This video has been done in cooperation with ReiseJung. I was on board as a cruise manager, and we are starting in the morning in Hanau. We just arrived there from the last cruise, which was starting in Passau, going to Vienna and back to Hanau. And I'm just joining for the second cruise, which will be an Oktoberfest party cruise, starting here in the harbor of Hanau, which is the home port of ReiseJung. ReiseJung is a small company based in Bruchköbel, close to Hanau, and it's the only tour operator that is starting cruises here in Hanau. Here you can see my cabin on the lower deck, which is very nice and spacious, partly modernized, but still keeping the luxurious atmosphere that it had from the beginning, the original design of Vantage, but with a modern twist. Here you can see the nice and spacious bathroom. The shower is very spacious. We can take a look inside here. As you can see, a lot of space. Also, the bathroom itself has a lot of storage space, so it is a very good and nice bathroom. The ship was built for Vantage, meaning it's a ship for the American luxury market, and you can feel that because this cabin is very spacious and offers a lot of storage space. Power sockets are also available. There's a coffee machine, so you can have a first cup of coffee even before leaving the cabin in the morning. A mini bar is also available if you want to cool some drinks, or if you brought some food as souvenir, you can store it here in the fridge. Then we have a proper desk, which is suitable for working. We have a small window that cannot be opened, but instead of curtains you have a proper window shade, so even during the day if you close it, it's completely dark in the cabin, which is very nice. The bed is pretty big and very comfortable. Also we have a big TV, and here we can see the wardrobe, which also offers a lot of storage space. So in total there is actually a lot of space in this very nice cabin. So I really enjoyed this cabin, I really liked it. And yeah, then it was already time to leave the port of Hanau. Hanau is more like an industrial port, so we are leaving the harbor backwards, back into the river Rhine. At the end of the port we have to turn around, and then we're heading for Frankfurt and on to the river Rhine and Boppard. As I said, ReiseJung is the only company that is offering cruises from Hanau, as they are based very close to Hanau and a lot of the guests are coming from Hanau, but of course everybody can book a cruise with ReiseJung. Here at the end of the port we have to turn around, so we are heading in the right direction for Frankfurt. The sailing past Frankfurt in the evening is of course the biggest highlight of the day, as it's just spectacular. The sun deck has to remain closed here on the Main, as there are very low bridges, and here are some of them. The Steinheimer bridge for cars, followed by a bridge for trains, and they are pretty low, as you can see here. Whole sun deck has to be folded down, the furniture is folded down and the wheelhouse is lowered, so of course the sun deck is closed. Shortly afterwards we are passing Hanau-Kesselstadt with the Castle Philippsruhe, which we can see in the background here. Very beautiful castle just right next to the river Main. After that we are sailing past Maintal, Dörnigheim and Mülheim, but before that we are reaching the first lock of the day. We have 5 locks on our way from Hanau to the Rhine. First one is the lock of Mülheim. Here we can see the lock in the background in the distance. Now we're heading for this lock. We can also see first buildings of Frankfurt already, but it will still take some time. We will arrive in Frankfurt only when it's dark already, which is more spectacular than during the day. And after that the sun slowly started to set, offering us a very beautiful sunset whilst sailing on the very calm river Main. And that's what I like about leaving in Hanau, starting a cruise in Hanau, because you have the peaceful sailing on the river Main, and as soon as it is getting dark you get the spectacular passage of the skyline of Frankfurt. Of course that depends on the season. In the summer season it will be still daylight when we are passing Frankfurt, but here on this cruise it worked out perfectly fine, leaving with daylight, enjoying the sunset on the Main and then reaching Frankfurt during darkness. Here we are sailing past Offenbach. We have one more lock, the lock of Offenbach, before reaching Frankfurt, and just after leaving the lock it's already time to go to some of the open decks and enjoy the passage of Frankfurt. Of course, still only possible at the terrace at the front, at the back, or at the entrances in the atrium area. Here we have the EZB, European Central Bank, and shortly afterwards we are also reaching the main skyline of Frankfurt, which is the highlight of the day, and I will now let you enjoy the beautiful sight without commentary. And as we're talking about enjoying things after sailing past the skyline, it was time for a fantastic first dinner on board. Food quality, as always on Skiller ships, was amazing. Very nice, tasty food that was offered us here in the restaurant whilst we were continuing to enjoy the view. After that it was time for a beer. Of course, we are on an Oktoberfest cruise. We had the proper glasses available. Of course, there's no Oktoberfest beer on a cruise ship. That's just not possible on a small river cruise ship. But of course we had suitable music with a band called Neuberger Buam live on board whilst we were continuing sailing on the Main. Here we are reaching another lock, which is the lock of Addersheim, close to the airport of Frankfurt. In the other chamber was the Lady Christina river cruise ship of Plantus that I was on last year. And we were also meeting one of the countless ships of Viking. In the meantime, the Neuberger Buam made sure that the atmosphere on board is great with typical Oktoberfest music. The guests were really enjoying it. Of course, I cannot show too much of the music as we have copyright laws that prevent me to do so, but I will include a few small clips that I think are okay to show. But as you can see, the mood on board was amazing, and of course I was also properly dressed. But now let's listen to a few clips of the evening. So as you can see, the atmosphere on board was amazing, and here we are at the last lock shortly before Mainz, and now it's time to leave the river Main. We are reaching the Rhine just in this moment, close to the city of Mainz. We are leaving the Main and heading into the Rhine, continuing on to our destination for tomorrow, which is Boppard, a city in the middle Rhine valley that we will reach tomorrow morning. So it was a very nice first day on board. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will continue, of course, in the next video. Here you can see when this video will be uploaded and the name of the song. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, or share the video link. And in the video description you will also find a link to the website of ReiseJung.